Okay, so I want to talk about the fact that a lot of remodeling business owners do not nurture their leads in the correct way. Now, they might have one lead nurturing system that works well, but in order to be truly successful, it's probably ideal. In fact, it's definitely ideal to have multiple different lead nurturing strategies for different types of leads, or at least making sure that you give every single lead the absolutely best lead nurturing strategy that's possible. So this is important because it is incredibly suboptimal to only lead nurture to one type of lead or to not give the correct lead nurturing to all the types of leads, and you're going to be leaving a whole bunch of money on the table, and your lead to appointments or your actual, the lead quality that you get will be a lot worse than if you do it in this way. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Ben Lister. I help construction, remodeling, interior design businesses to crack the code of marketing so that they have an excess of customers available to them. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that there is a myth of lead quality. A lot of business owners that I talk to say that the leads that they get are too low quality, or they tried something and the leads were low quality. But in actual fact, this doesn't really exist. The reason that a lead would be, considered low quality as such is because they don't want to spend as much money. They're not as qualified. They're not the kind of customers that they want. But what I found over, the last year or so working in the remodeling space is that just because a lead doesn't want to pay for something, just because a lead doesn't see the value in something, does not mean that they are low quality. It's actually the work that you put in that makes them quality, that makes them high quality. So let's say, for example, if a lead comes through a social media platform, right, a paid social media platform, it is likely that they don't know too much about your business because this is the first time that they've seen anything to do with your business. So it's pretty easy to say, and it's pretty obvious to say, that they might not be completely sold when they have their appointments. They might not really, understand too much about you guys and understand why they should actually purchase from you. However, if they have come through from a referral, let's say a family member or a friend has referred them to your business, at this point, what you're going to have is they're going to have been told a load of good stories. They're super happy with the work that you've done, and basically, they're confident because someone that they trust has told them a great story, right? So they have a lot of trust in the situation. They know that you could probably help them. That's why they give you a call. That's why they've been referred, and that's basically why they're at their appointments and why they are a high quality lead. And so, it isn't a coincidence, the fact that a lot of leads that you generate from social media or from, Google Ads or whatever it is are lower quality than referrals. It would be an incredible coincidence if, every single lead that come through from social media was really low quality and every single one that was referral was high quality. But really, it's about how you actually arrive at this position. And so the hierarchy of highest to lowest quality leads goes referral leads, who are always the quote highest quality. They know the most about the business. Inbound leads, which come to you through organic social media platforms. Maybe they found you from SEO or from Google, and they've searched for you and they give you a call. And then there is the paid leads. So this one comes from advertising, comes from maybe a flyer, something like that. And we would consider this quote lowest quality, even though the quality doesn't exist, because they don't know too much about your business, right? And so typically, if you come from a social media ad, you haven't had someone that you trust tell you a good thing about the business. You've just gone off the business's word, which obviously is not as bulletproof, is not as solid as someone that you trust telling you about their experience. And so when we go down this hierarchy from, the leads that know the most about your business, the referral leads, to the ones that don't know the most about your business, the paid channel ones, the way that we actually improve the lower ones, the ones that don't know too much about your business, is through nurturing, right? It's through lead nurturing. It's through telling that lead more about your business, giving them a reason for them to have an appointment with you and to sell them to your product. So I was talking with a business owner just yesterday, and he was telling me this issue that, all the leads that he generates through paid strategies, he's tried a bunch of different methods before, and it doesn't work because, these people don't have the money. When he tells them, this is how much it costs, it was a more higher ticket job than some of his competitors, they would say, oh, well, I've been quoted a few $1,000s less for this, and he was really having a problem with that. But what we did is we sat down and we basically discussed the fact that, it probably wasn't the fact that these leads were low quality, especially if they're in a nice neighborhood and they have a big house and they clearly spend a lot of money on where they live. It's about the fact that they don't value what you're actually selling, and they can't attach a value to that. They don't see a difference in this cheap option and your, high-end, more expensive option. And so the reason for this is the lead nurturing. The reason for this is, they've come from some kind of paid channel, and they can't really attach a value to this, right? If this is your selling point, if the fact that your cabinets last longer or whatever it may be, right? We need to put that into the marketing, and you need to actually shout about that, because when it comes to charging your higher price, the price that you are, deservedly gonna charge and ask for, because of the higher quality, then you need to make sure that you're actually telling the person about that. If someone comes for a referral, they've probably been told that by whoever referred them, right? If a family member or a friend says, oh, we had these fantastic cabinets installed and they told me all about the 10-year guarantee or whatever it may be, and they said that they're super high quality, they're a bit more expensive than some people, but it's definitely worth it, because if you go for the lower ones, then you're gonna have to replace those cabinets pretty soon, so it's going to cost you more in the long run. And if you can have that conversation with the lead like someone would with a referral, and basically refer someone to you, then you're going to save all this issue, and you're basically not going to have this quote low quality lead issue. And so the best way to nurture these leads who maybe don't have as much information about you is through social proof. So social proof is the big one, right? The reason that referrals are good is primarily because of social proof, because they have one solid piece of social proof, which is someone that they care about and someone that they trust. Okay, if you were to instill some kind of social proof into your nurturing, whether you send email reminders that talk about all the great reviews that you have, whether you send text messages saying, hey, we had a kitchen installed that was similar to what you're looking for, here's the reviews from that, this is what the person had to say, whatever it may be, this is just going to build trust and trust and trust. So by the time that you come around to have your appointment, by the time you're in that negotiation stage, or you're in that time for a quote, then they're going to know so much more about your business, and they're going to be referral grade. They're going to be as high quality as possible. And so you can also do this with examples of previous work. You can discuss the benefits of your products, and your service. And there's no real harm in really doing this for every single lead. If you just do this blanket across all of your leads, whether they come through paid or inbound or the referrals or anything like that, obviously the more information that you give, the more likely you are to build trust. And obviously you can automate this through, email marketing, text marketing, all that kind of stuff. And you can have this completely automated out, so you don't even have to think about it. By the way, if you are struggling to get remodeling or construction or interior design leads, go ahead and click the first link in the description. Don't worry, it's not some 5-figure course or some free training or anything like that. It's just a video of me explaining how my company can do this for you. But yeah, I don't mind if you do click it or not. Obviously, you can just watch these videos and get the free content. That's completely fine. But if you did enjoy this video, obviously, please do leave a like and comment on anything that you might want to be discussed in a future video. So yeah, appreciate you watching all the way to the end, and take care. Thanks.